Hey, all right, this is Sonny in the 419. I'm here at the Clyde new Superintendent, Lucas Messer. How you doing, sir?
Fantastic, fantastic. Happy to be here.
You know, here you are in your new role this year. You know, you're a Clyde guy.
Mhm.
I saw you grow up through Clyde, through the school system.
Yeah, just a few years ago,
Yeah,
right?
just a few years ago, out in the basketball court, I remember hearing Lucas Messer for 3 or for 2, and and here you are, man. How's that
Yeah.
feel?
Um, when the opportunity came about, Sonny, to be back home and doing the work for our school and our kids and community, it was a dream come true to even have the chance to get the job and going through the process and
Yes.
working with the board there and being offered the position. It was quite a day for me to get that phone call from Mr. Wilson, the board president, offering the position.
I
And
couldn't imagine.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it, getting to do it at home
Wow.
here.
Now, do you have? I know this kind of caught you off track. I just thought of this. You know how many kids are in Clyde School?
Yeah, right around 2000. Actually, I
2000?
think funny because it was my graduating year, but we ended last school year with 1,999 kids.
Oh, no kidding.
So yeah,
And then here you're taking
yeah,
over.
we're just around 2000.
That was your year you graduated?
Yeah.
99.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That old Prince song.
Right, right.
So you're over 2,000. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah,
And you know what I loved about Clyde, because I'm a Clyde guy too, is the community support.
yes,
You go out to cross country meets, you go out to football games especially,
yep,
some wrestling, basketball of course, and all the sports, softball. There's always people there, and they're decked out in Clyde gear like this.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, you bring that up, and it's crazy that you bring up the gear because in Clyde, that's something that area communities recognize about us.
Yes.
Like you can walk through any given school in a hallway and you'll see staff members, kids, community members, etc., rocking their Clyde Flyer gear. So it's kind of a very cool thing in our community that support's there for our kids in our schools and that pride in being a Clyde Flyer.
I agree.
That's something that you don't find everywhere, obviously, anymore.
That's true.
And for us, that's something that we're kind of known for, and you hear from people when you're out and about in different communities.
You do too. Yeah, I tell you, I've been around the 419, and every time I think about it, it's Clyde is the presence of the gear.
Yep.
And
Yep,
the camaraderie,
for sure.
cheering their
We love
their
our
whole
Flyers.
team out. Yeah, the Flyers. So going into this new role as superintendent, I know you were a teacher before,
Yep.
right? And what subject did you teach?
I taught 7th and 8th grade social studies here at McPherson Middle School in Clyde for 10
Okay.
years.
10 years.
Prior to that, I had done 2 years. Well, let me back up. I was at McPherson for 10 years, taught social studies for 8. 2 years of it I spent teaching career-based intervention. Fresh out of college. John Detweiler, actually, Fremont's
Oh, really?
superintendent, was my first principal at McPherson there. And, career-based intervention's a rewarding program and some kids that
It is.
maybe were at risk at one point in time and getting them on the right path to success. So that's where I started and then did 8 years of social studies and then moved over to Port Clinton Middle School as the assistant principal for 7 years.
Nice. And then here you're back.
And I'm
No,
back.
so going forward now, what do you think your biggest challenge is as being a superintendent? Before it was a teacher, you're in the classroom. Cause I love the the interactions with the youth.
Right.
And now you're like out of that, but you're in the desk type atmosphere.
I'm not a person, Sonny, that I don't sit still very well.
Good.
So it is theoretically a desk job,
Yeah.
but the desk job part of it is my least favorite part of the job.
Good.
I love that every decision I make is made with our school community and our kids in mind. So for me, while it's a different position in the fact that you're up the ladder a little bit and you're not necessarily in a classroom with kids each and every day or building with kids each and every day, everything you do is still centered on the kids.
Good.
So I think the opportunity in this position is even greater to be able to shape a school district and be able to provide an elite environment from this level. I mean, that's second to none. So
I think the kids are going to see you a lot, aren't they?
absolutely.
You're going to be in there. I can feel it.
Yeah.
When I heard that you got the job, I thought that's a perfect match.
Yeah.
This is a good decision. This is a guy that's going to travel all the schools, and your presence is going to be known.
Yeah, I mean, that's something learning in Port Clinton what a superintendent can look like lasting in a school district 18 to 20 years.
You don't see that.
I mean, I'm saying this, I guess, on camera now, but theoretically, my idea in earning this position is that I'm going to spend my next 18 years of my career here prior to being done. If that goes longer, great, but I don't intend for it to go less. Right. So it's something that I want to be able to build and have those bonds in the buildings with our kids and our community that's lasting. I want to build something special here because I think not only are we capable of it, but it's what our kids and our community deserve.
Right, exactly. So. It's what we deserve. I love this here. I've seen this many times, the flight plan.
Yes.
This is neat.
The flight plan is something that Clyde actually put in motion last year, working with a company called Focus 3. Focus 3 is, the easiest way to explain it is they teach a life system that helps build a stronger, more positive culture. So we partnered up with Focus 3 last year, and you come up with what's called a BBO. It stands for Beliefs, Behavior, Outcome. And these are the beliefs that shape everything we do in our school district. Yeah. So you see, you kind of run down the columns here, and our beliefs are own it. Yeah, I mean, and that's a part of life. Let's be honest. We're not going to make the right decision every single time, but you can always accept the responsibility and come up with better solutions from that. Yeah. Community is one that's going to be a focus for us this year as a school. You'll notice kind of unity is in all caps there, and that's that piece where like we're one unit. We're together in everything that we're doing and investing and supporting in each other. And then finally, the My Story Counts is always one that needs a little bit more explanation, but that's all about growth. Right. You know, that's telling your story and your journey towards being the best version of yourself.
Everybody's important. Everybody's story all comes together in the community if we all own it.
Correct. You got it, man.
So they
nailed it.
That's a good job. I love it.
Yeah.
But I know you. What day is the first day of school in Clyde?
We start the 30th with kids, but we have opening day on Monday with all of our district staff. Okay. So Monday the 22nd coming up here.
So you got the bus fleet ready and.
Yeah, we're ready to rock, man. The custodians have done a fantastic job. Maintenance crew of the buildings are ready to go, and we're blessed with nice facilities here in Clyde, anyways. But
it just amazes me because you know. From a student, a citizen here, student, teacher. Now you're in charge of the bus. Man, it's got to be like, man.
It's
mind-boggling. I bet.
At times it is, and it's not mind-boggling in the fact that it's we don't. It's not that I don't think I can handle all of that. Obviously, I wouldn't have applied for the job and done that in a school district if not. But it's mind-boggling in the fact that I just, on a daily basis, feel honored that I get to be the one to make the decisions that help shape this for our school and our kids and community. As far as my wife, my wife works in the elementary school here in Clyde as a secretary, so definitely some odd conversations when you're kind of the boss. I like to joke with her, and you're married, so you know this. You'll get the joke, is that I get to be the boss at work. So
she still controls the house.
That's right. A
little bit.
But no, it'll be a kind of a cool dynamic. We've got a son that's a sophomore in the district this year now, and obviously we both grew up here in Clyde. We're Clyde people through and through. We bleed blue and gold. So just, I mean, for any of the weirdness that could be there or the awkwardness because the dynamic of a relationship and now being at work, etc., it's not really a thing for us because in our heart of hearts, we just believe no matter what we do, we're going to try to do what's best for Clyde and Green Springs.
Yep, you're both owning it.
That's right.
That's right. So I want to thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And good luck this year, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming.
Hopefully it's a good 18 years.
That's right. That's the plan.
And you know what John Cahill told me to tell you is that you still shoot with two hands.
That's right. Hey, if they go in, I don't care how it gets done.
That's what I told him. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Sonny. Take care, guys.